The Turkish national hero Ataturk once said, "Unless a nation's life faces peril, war is murder." This mentality is one reason why Turkey did not involve itself in World War II. But what if likewise the Ottomans had avoided involvement in the First World War? Most citizens didn't want such a war, and when Enver Pasha tried to provoke Ottoman involvement, there was an effort to remove him from power. The Ottomans weren't much help in fighting Russia, as the Caucasus Front was the only place early on where the Russians saw any victories. The Ottoman failure in this area was then blamed on the Armenians, but in this scenario that doesn't happen, and it's likely the Armenians living in the Ottoman Empire are much better off. On this note though, the Ottomans still had a lot of ethnic division within their empire, and many Arabs who would undoubtedly prefer not to be part of the empire anymore, just as many territories recently had revolted and left it. In the 100 years before World War I, the Ottoman Empire lost about 65% of their land, so they were already on the decline. As such, they would have to prepare themselves for the possibility that if the Entente won the war, they would all have interest in carving up Ottoman land. There's no reason to think Germany would do any better in the war while missing the Ottomans as an ally. Without the Gallipoli campaign, Britain would have more soldiers to dedicate to fighting, which should make a difference on the Western Front. It's hard to say whether America would get involved in this scenario, and if they didn't, it would make it more important that Russia stayed in the fight. To this end, Britain might have drawn up plans to destabilize the Ottoman Empire after the war anyway, so they could offer assurances to Russia of gains in the Middle East as a compensation for victory in this war. It's not clear whether the Zionist lobby would still succeed in getting Britain to commit to creating a Jewish state in Palestine if there was no expectation of Britain controlling any of the Middle East. As such, the end of a World War I without the Ottomans would leave a lot of unanswered questions. Check the comments if you're interested in part 2 of this alternative history series.